it's me, Mila Rose, and we are here for the May money and career reading for Libras. I've already shuffled your cards, and we are going to just go ahead and dive right in. Let's see what the cards have for you. That feels good. Okay, so our first row, general energy, kind of what's going on, and then our second row is clarifiers, and then our last row is how do we work with this energy / outcome. Ooh, Five of Pentacles is our first card. I was actually just talking about like all the things kind of going on money wise, and with the Five of Pentacles, this is a maybe needing to ask for help but not wanting to, needing some assistance. As you can see here, she's lost. She seems like she's not sure where she's going. And we have the gnomes, or the elves, I don't know how, one is not a derogatory term, but the elves, we're going to call them elves, sitting on this branch trying to tell her like, hey sis, like go this way, like you don't have to be confused. So you may be feeling like you need some assistance as far as your money goes. You need some insights so that you can know what it is that you should be doing in your career. You need some assistance. And you might be feeling like I'm out here on my own. This card, though, especially in how it's drawn, is indicating that there is help available to you. There are resources available to you. You might just need to maybe look at things a little bit differently and change things up. The Sun card is saying that it is a time for you to shine. It's a time for you to get out there, to let people know what it is that you do, let them know what your skills are, what your talents are, to put yourself out there, because it's going to be really like, this is a time for you to shine, to be seen. And that may also help you in getting that assistance that you're looking for. Knight of Chalices. This may be something that is an emotionally driven situation for you. Your funds might really be something that when you think about your career, when you think about money, it's something that you feel really passionate about going after what it is that you want, going after a way for you to feel fulfilled in what it is that you do. You don't want to just be out there working to work. You want to do something that lights you up, that lets you shine, that really highlights those talents that you have. And you might be moving into a field that's a little bit more centered towards a more feeling state. So maybe not necessarily a helping field or a helping area, a service industry, but one where it is that you're able to be emotionally in touch with yourself, but you're also able to emotionally connect with others. The Nine of Pentacles. Okay, you're feeling pretty good about things. Like you might need some assistance, you might need some help, but when you start to put yourself out there, when you start to find something that is emotionally fulfilling, you're also finding that you feel more stable overall. You're able to enjoy the fruits of your labor. You're able to go out and spend time with friends and family, and to have a home that you feel safe in and that is beautiful and fulfilling to you. You're able to open up that home to other people if you want, and have them come and celebrate with you. The Empress, yeah, we're in a very abundant energy time. And I think it's just getting out of this space of feeling like we have to do everything on our own. If you're feeling like I'm just out here, it's me, I have to hustle by myself, that's not a reality, especially for a Libra, which is a sign of partnership. It's a sign of contracts and of businesses and of legal agreements. Like, form connections, tap into your community, understand that when you're doing well and when your community is doing well, then like what's going on in the outside reflects the inside. And so creating a community that is giving and loving, where maybe instead of having to feel like you're in the forest and alone, there's just a sign that says like, go this way, and maybe that's your skill set. Maybe that is your talent, and being able to understand what will make things easier for others to understand, and or for others to be able to create a path and to find what feels like their purpose and find their careers that will serve them and make them feel fulfilled. And that actually fills up your own cup and gives you that own sense of stability. And then you're able to be this fruitful, giving, fertile person who is just abundant in all things. All right, let's get some clarifiers though. The Emperor. So yeah, it might be you're starting a business, or you are starting a new class or something like that. And make sure that, find people in your field, find your professor, find your classmates, ask for help if you need it. Google is your friend, and it's great. Create that structure around it. The Sun card and the Moon card. All right, so we are wanting to sign. We are sharing with people, but we are also needing to do that internal work. This is the second time you've gotten the Moon card. There is a lot of shadow work that needs to be done, and it seems to be around this like accessing and feeling comfortable in this space of abundance. And in being able to have a community and to find support for ourselves, like to be able to shine, you also have to be able to understand your shadows. And so doing the shadow work while also putting out there what your talents are and letting that be seen can be something that feels very complicated, but it will be empowering for you. And also, you may have shadow about being seen. So if you're like, well, I don't want to put myself out there, I don't feel comfortable, or I don't know how to really do that, you know, go within that shadow to figure out why. Like, why do you not feel comfortable being seen for who you are, being seen for this talented, powerful individual who's able to get work done and be very compassionate and very fruitful and to help people along their path. For the Knight of Chalices, we got the Nine of Wands as a clarifier. And that Nine of Wands is saying that it's another card that's looking at that fulfillment piece and knowing that you've done the hard work and that now you can kind of sit back and just wait for the harvest to come in. Now you might be feeling a little weary from all of this work, which is why you might be needing to move into that Knight of Chalices energy where it's letting your feelings flow and being in touch with your emotions. But overall, it's going to help you to be able to actually enjoy the fruits of your labor when they happen. When you get that outcome you're looking for, when you get the money rolling in, the business going really well, that's going to really help you to be able to appreciate that in that Nine of Pentacles. The Star card, make a wish, y'all. Make a wish. I think this is really like highlighting for these clarifiers, are highlighting kind of the underlying message behind the general energy for around money and around your job is that you have to be brave and you have to be able to say that, like, there are things I've always dreamed of, and there is career or a way that I fund my lifestyle that I've always wanted to have that be what I do. So you have to make that wish. You have to take that bit of bravery, that shadow work that you've done to figure out like why you don't want to be seen, the structure that you need, the assistance in the community, and then like putting that into place so that then you're able to be like, dang, you know what? I did that. And you did. And you will. The Eight of Pentacles, there will be work though. Like, but see how she's doing this? She's creating. She's enjoying herself. She's so happy in this space. Like, there's so much joy that's here. And I think that if you're in a place right now where you don't feel joyful, and you see the first card was the Five of Pentacles, this person does not necessarily feel joyful. They are not sure what's going on. They're not sure the next step. They are not feeling joyful about this situation. But if you ask for help, if you put the structure in place, you let yourself be seen, you do the shadow work, you dive fully into your feelings, and then allow that to know that like you're taking this chance, but you're going to make it happen. And then letting just the cards fall and continuing to do the work, continuing to put in the practice so that you know that in the end, like your harvest will be coming in, and it'll be work, but like you're doing it from a space of this is fulfilling to me, not for anybody else. It's going to lead you to that path that you're looking for to be the Empress and to have this really great harvest. All right, so we got as our kind of how to work with this energy, and the outcome card is the High Priestess. So we're really stepping into our power. And I talked about this in the love reading, where we are doing deep shadow integration this month, Libras. And the shadow work reading will actually be the next reading. So you can go check that one out if you want to get a little assistance there, a little insight there. That'll be our next reading. But we are doing deep integration of our psychological self with our cognitive self, with our overall identity and understanding of who we are. We have the moon in both of these, and they're sitting right next to each other. So if you have been avoiding something, if you've been avoiding this tail right here where you don't want to be the emperor, you don't really like emperor energy, you don't like that stuffy, you have to follow the rules and it needs to be XYZ, you need to fill in your paperwork, you need to make sure that you're paying your fees. Like if you're like, I don't really know how to do that, I don't really like that, but you're not asking for assistance, or you're not just like finding a file that has the list of what you're supposed to do, A, B, and C. Like you have to do this shadow work to figure out how to integrate that and use that to your advantage in a way. Like you are a person who gets along well with others. So if there's something you don't like to do, find someone who does like to do that and ask for help. Pay them for help. Like you don't have to do all of this on your own, or build up that part of yourself that's so resistant to this. Like go in and ask why you're so resistant to this. And then go in and figure out, maybe it's something where you felt like you didn't do well with it before. And so you don't want to keep having to try it again because you're afraid that you're going to fail. And so now you just kind of sit here and wander around and hope that someone will help you. Like you can empower yourself. You know that you're good at things. You know that you can make things happen. Empower yourself and move forward. Sorry, went on a kind of a tangent there. Celebration. So we have shadow work and then we have celebration. So really being able to understand that like the things that you might not see as strengths are something that is really like, that can be celebrated. It's something that when you see how this has actually been helpful for you over time, how your shadow has been helpful for you and has protected you, like celebrating that energy that you have. And that's because it's been an underlying kind of tale of what gives you your passion and gives you your ability to tap into your emotions. The Two of Wands, under the Nine of Wands and the Knight of Chalices, working with this energy and this outcome, we're going to see that we're going to have more choices available to us. And I think that's also something that's going to feel exciting. We're going to be able to multiply and develop the things that we have created or that we want to create. And that it's going to open up doors for us. Literally, she's opening up a portal. It's going to open up doors for us. The Judgment card, so it's a rebirth. We have a rebirth. We're going to sit here. We're understanding like, hey, look what I have done. We're going to make a wish. There's more that we can do. We're going to step into that, and it's going to lead us to places that we've never been. The door is opening, and now we're in a whole new world. We have a whole new space that's available to us. New jobs, new ways of making money. The Empress is here. The Chalice, the Eight of Pentacles is here. Like there's so much abundance and perfection coming from, but we got to do this work, y'all. We've got to go into that shadow and figure out where that sense of lack and that sense of need is. And of course, your final card of how to work with this energy and your outcome is the Fool. Take the leap of faith. There will be a new door that will open. So we go from a space of feeling lost and confused and on our own to like empowered and ready to just take that leap of faith, to just jump into where it is that we've wanted to go. It's like that fork in the road is here with that Five of Pentacles, and you start down this new path. You see the L's and you're like, oh, they're saying go this way, and you go that way and you move confidently into that energy of being an Empress, of knowing that there's going to be hard work there, but that it's going to be worth it. It's going to be fine. Like it's such a good progression here when it comes to your finances and your career. So if a new job comes up and it's something that's really in alignment with something that makes you feel happy, makes you feel seen, makes you feel joyful, take that step and go. If it's something where it's like you're closing out a period of your life, and even though you really enjoyed that space that you were in, like it's ready to move into something else, to try something else that's going to be more expansive and allow you to do more, take those steps, do the thing, make the moves. Like at the end of this month, we will have opportunities to step into a whole new world. And if we do our shadow work this month, to be prepared to get there, to understand that we've done all of this, but this isn't it. What you've manifested so far is not the culmination. It's not the end point. It's not the end game. There's new doors opening up to you, and it's time for you to walk through them. So, all right, that is our money reading for the month of May for the sign of Libra. So we'll do the shadow work reading next so that we can figure out what the shadow work is that we're supposed to be focusing on. And then that'll be it for this month. All right. I'll see y'all later. Have a great one. Bye.